If you want repeat business, if you want referrals to other clients, you better make absolutely sure that the relationship with the client that you have in front of you is first and foremost and the most important part of your day. They need to feel like you are only working with them. And even though you have other clients, you are poignant, you are following up, you are prompt, you are making sure that everything is above bar and they get all their questions answered. As timely as that is to us as agents, it is critically important to the next level of business. You should be chasing the next business with this client, not just doing a great job on this one. So before you put yourself in a situation where you're writing offer after offer after offer, you need to absolutely have the needs versus wants discussion. Make sure you know, what do they need in a new tone? What are the non-negotiables versus what do you want? If I can find the wants as well, fantastic. But if you have budgeting constraints, if you have financing constraints, if you have timing constraints with your client, if they're transferring to this area and they have to be here and ready for work within 2 weeks, you better be on the ball and make sure they're on the ball too. They're working with you, not for you or vice versa. The process is standard, but it's a critical practice if you want your offers to stand out. Buyers have champagne tastes and often have a beer budget, right? You've heard that a million times. You do not want to show them properties that they cannot afford. You want to be able to evaluate their needs and their budget so that you're walking them on the correct path. In today's market, thankfully, we're in a situation, especially in Florida, where with every single offer, they're required to typically submit a purchase power or a lending agreement or some type of pre-qualification or pre-approval. These are all kind of must-haves that they need to do before they even get a chance to buy. So you got to sort these things out so you don't waste your time and their time. Don't go to a bunch of showings and start writing up offers on homes that buyers are essentially going to have to back out on because they don't have everything that's needed. Get to know your buyer and help them think logically and realistically. There's not going to be any HGTV dream home here. Follow up promptly and often. If they love the house, get them to pull the trigger after they look at it. Don't let your clients sit around and mull over an offer. Follow up with your listing agent. Make sure that you're getting that offer in there within 24 hours. Just don't say you're checking on it, but please be conscious. If it's in the middle of the night, your listing agent is not going to look at it. It's not going to get you in line any faster than anyone else. You need to have a real conversation during working hours. Get that offer over to them because it may start your time clock. If they accept your offer at 9 o'clock that same night, guess what? There's day zero. Day one, you better be on the hook. Be intelligent with your signatures and with your contracts and with your level of effort getting to that point. I'm going to remind you once again, you can skip the real estate love letter. That's not going to be tolerated. I personally will not approve them in Keystone. I don't like where it sets you up. I don't like where it went in the past. And I personally consider it as close to steering as I have ever seen. So don't let them happen. My agents need to be encouraged that a home buyer is qualified and ready to do business. And some kind of mysterious story of why they love their house should never drive a seller to make a decision in their favor, because that's the story that brought us to your home. The universe brought us here. I'm telling you, you're putting yourself at risk. Fair housing violations and discrimination is going to be all over this before it's a matter of time. And my agency will absolutely not have any part in it. So please don't do it. If that's what it takes to get into a house, you probably should go back to your offer and just do a better job of tightening it up. Instead, when you're calling that listing agent, then gush over how much they love the home. Keep it focused solely on what they love and what's fantastic about the offer. But keep your client and their personal story out of it. Do not give personal details about anything, especially in a protected class. Also, highlight how the buyers are sweetening the deal. They've waived contingencies. They put more than 20% down. They're paying all cash. They want a quick closing. They're giving the seller time to find a new home. Whatever it takes. Your take on how to make offers standing out is just as critical as what the seller is going to perceive when they read it. We have been in a low inventory selling market for the last several years. So you need to get creative. You need to make sure that your offer stands out. Use your contingencies. Use your dates on your calendars. Use the clauses. Take advantage. And for God's sakes, follow up with the listing agent. You building the rapport and a relationship with a listing agent as well as your client is going to more often than not be the deal. I have had many deals on the calendar where they are telling me, Alex, I simply want to work with you. You're open, you're honest, you're communicative, you're on the job, you're getting it done, and that's what we're going to need to get this deal closed. Sometimes it's more often the agent that gets it under contract than it is the contract itself. I appreciate everybody taking the time to be with us here today. And honestly, if you've got some cool stories to share about what's going on with offers from competitors and how you've beat them out, put it in our WhatsApp room for Keystone. Share with each other. Make sure that you're seeing all this stuff. Just a quick TikTok update. These videos are now being split apart into 60 seconds or so segments, and they're being posted out on our TikTok page. So the general public gets an idea of some of the quality presentations that we do here for our agents at Keystone. So get a chance to go out there and look at them yourself and like them. It's always appreciated. Your feedback is always welcomed as well. Everybody have a great business day. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you for being a part of Keystone. Having a great weekend, everybody.